today. Very important topic, which is very helpful for you to solve the problems very easily. What is the main aim of your problem, or what is the aim of doing problems is to find the current, to find the voltage, and to find the power in each and every element in the network. Suppose a network consists of few elements like resistance, capacitance or inductance, voltage sources and current sources. Okay, the sources will give the energy and elements will consume the energy. Voltage, so voltage is the one of the parameter, current, okay, current and power. Okay, the primary three things we have to find: voltage, current and power. So if you have a network like this, suppose this is the element, one element called resistance, this is the second element, okay, and this is the third element. Now if you want to know the current in each and every element, because we know only the source value, we will know only the source value, that is, suppose Vs is the source value and this is positive and this is negative. And suppose this is the simple network which I am giving to you to find the how much power is being consumed by each element. So this is R1, this is R2 and this is R3. Suppose if you want to know know the power consumed by this element, you have to know the voltage across the element, first thing, and you have to know how much current it is taking, how much current is going into this element. Similarly, if I want to know the power consumed by this element, then I have to know the voltage across this element and the current through this element I3. Similarly I2, and voltage across the element is V2. So once you know these voltages and currents, then you can find the power consumed by each element. So to know these, what we have done, we have KVL, already we have learned KCL and source, if there is one source, okay, and I want to apply nodal analysis for this circuit, or I want to find the current in each element using nodal analysis. I can do with mesh analysis, I can do with Ohm's law, KCL, KVL, but I need to propose one method to find the currents in each and every element. For that, okay, let us solve this problem with nodal analysis. Okay, so in some situations, in some networks, okay, KCL, KVL, Ohm's law may not be useful, so our mesh analysis may not be useful, okay, or may not be compatible. Now, then we will go for nodal analysis. To go for nodal analysis, first step one is to identify the number of nodes. Step one is to identify the number of nodes. So how many number of nodes are there in this circuit? Suppose this is the voltage source Vs, okay, and if there are, how many elements are there? 1, 2 and 3 elements, and this is one node. Okay, node is the interconnection of number of elements, interconnection of more than 2 elements, 2 or more elements. When it is connected, then we cannot call it as a node. So this is one node. Okay, here I can't call it as a node because as we know, the current is flowing like this and it is flowing. There is a continuous path for the current, then we can't call it as a node. Here also current is coming out of the resistance R2 and it is flowing. So we can't call these as nodes. Only the node is this one, because here how many elements are being connected? 1, 2 and 3. So the first is to identify the number of nodes. So how many nodes are there? There are there are 2 nodes in this circuit. The second node is here. See, for this node, okay, this element is connected, R2 is connected, and this voltage source is connected. 3 elements are connected. So this is one node B. and this is another node A. So there are two nodes in this circuit. Okay, two nodes in this circuit, and B is at zero potential. Okay, so B is at zero potential, 0 volts. So 0 volts we call it as a reference or ground. Reference or ground. So then we can call it as a reference or ground or ground. So if you tell that the number of nodes is 2, okay, that means excluding the ground, the number of nodes is 1. Okay, the number of nodes is 1. Okay, so what you have to do, find the number of nodes and exclude the reference node or ground node, then it becomes 1. So number of nodes is now 1 without considering the reference node. Okay, reference node. Next step is, step 2 is, okay, apply KCL at the identified nodes. Apply KCL at the identified nodes. So how many nodes you have identified? 2 nodes, but excluding the reference node, it is 1 node. So apply KCL at that node which you have identified. So which is the node I have to apply at KCL? I have to apply the KCL at node A. For that, already I have assumed 3 currents. This is suppose say I1. Okay, this is suppose say I2. This is suppose say I3. That means 3 currents are flowing. So apply KCL at node. Okay, then I1 is equal to I2 plus I3. I2 plus I3. Okay. Now, if we apply KV Ohm's law, according to Ohm's law, okay, V is equal to IR. We know that V is equal to IR. So V1 is equal to I1 into R1. Okay, and the potential difference across this R1 is Vs minus V1 is the potential difference. Vs minus V1 is the potential difference across R1, which is equal to I1 into R1. Similarly, for the second element, okay, so V2 is equal to I2 into R2. V2 is equal to I2 into R2. So V2 is nothing but sorry. Here we have to assume this as V1, suppose say. So V2 is nothing but V1 minus 0 is equal to the potential difference across the second element is I2 R2. So V1 minus 0 is equal to I2 into R2. Similarly, across the resistance R3, okay, suppose V3 is the drop. So V3 is equal to I3 into R3. Okay, so V3, the potential difference is V1 minus 0. V1 minus 0. Okay, because I am assuming the voltage at this node is V1. So V1 minus 0 is equal to I3 into R3. Okay, now what is I1 from this equation? Vs minus V1 by R1, substitute here, and from this equation substitute I2 value here, and from this equation substitute I3 value here. So if you do that, what is I1? Vs minus V1, okay, by R1 is equal to V1 V1 minus 0 divided by R2 plus V1 minus 0 divided by R3. Okay, so what you got? Vs minus V1 by R1 is equal to V1 minus 0 by R2 and V1 minus 0 by R3. Okay, so this is the equation, okay, which we have obtained by using KCL and Ohm's law. So from this what we have observed? Are you following? Hello class. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So from this, what we have observed is, suppose if this is the network which we have considered earlier, okay, if this is the network we considered earlier, so what is the equation we have written? What is the equation we have written? Suppose this is Vs, okay, and suppose this is R1, okay, this is R2 we have taken earlier, this is R3, and this is node A, which we have assumed as V1. The voltage at node A is V1, and this is 0 volts. So Vs minus V1 by R1 is equal to V1 minus 0 by R2 plus V1 minus 0 by R3. Okay, so if you send this to this side, so V1 minus Vs by R1 plus V1 by R2 plus 0 weight ledu V1 by R3 is equal to 0. So if I write like this, okay, V1 by R1 plus V1 by R2 plus V1 by R3 is equal to Vs by R1. That is after simplification of this. So this is the equation. And here see, we have assumed a voltage here, and we started writing the equation like this: V1 minus Vs by the element in between these two. V1 minus Vs by element in between these two is R1. Similarly, V1 minus 0 by element between this V1 and 0. How many elements are there? R3 is there, R2 is there. So V1 by R2 plus V1 by R3. Suppose if Vs is equal to 10 volts, Vs is equal to 10 volts, and R1 is equal to 1 ohm, and R2 is equal to 1 ohm, and R3 is equal to 1 ohm. Suppose if you take like this, then if you want to solve, so what is Vs? Vs is 10, so V1 minus 10 divided by 1 plus V1 by 1 plus V1 by 1 is equal to 0. So from this, if you solve, what will happen? V1 by 1 plus V1 by 1 plus V1 by 1. So 3V1 is equal to 10. So V1 is equal to 3.33 volts. So what are the voltage we have assumed at a node, we have to find. Finally what we have to do, we have to find the voltage across the voltage which we have assumed. So V1 we have calculated. So after calculating V1, I can calculate I1. What is I1? I1 is equal to, from this equation, I1 is equal to Vs minus V1 by R1. I1 is equal to Vs minus V1 by R1. Okay, but here V1 minus Vs by R1 because we have sent this term to this side. Okay, so Vs minus V1 by R1. What is Vs? Vs is 10 minus, what is V1? 3.33 divided by R1. How much? 1. So it is around 6 point, how much it is? 10 minus 3.33. 6.77 amperes. So I1 is equal to 6.77 amperes. So I1 is coming like this. So 6.77 amperes. Similarly, what is this current? V1 by R3. R3 is 1. So V1 is 3.33. So this is 3.33 and this is 3.33. Okay. So this is how you have to find. We are going to find the current in each and every network. So I1 is Vs minus V1 by R1, and I2, what is I2? V1 by R2, and what is I3? V1 by R3. So after having the currents, okay, you can easily find the power consumed in this R1, R2, R3, because we know the potential difference between these two. What is the potential difference between this element? Vs minus V1, that is 6.66 volts, 6.77 volts. Okay, 6.77 volts. What is the potential difference between these two? 3.33 volts and 3.33 volts. Okay, so like that we can find the currents in the network using nodal analysis. I'm going to give you one more problem so that we can do it with an ease. So now let us take this problem and try to write the equation for the using nodal analysis. So this is positive, negative. Suppose this is 10 volts, this is 1 ohm, this is 1 ohm, and this is 2 ohms, and this is 2 ohms, and this is 1 ohm. Okay, we have taken a problem like this. So R1 is 1 ohm. Let us make it as R1, R2, R3, R4, and R5. So how many resistances are there? 5 resistances. So first step is to identify the number of nodes without reference node, without considering the reference node. 0 volts, this is 0 volts, this is 0 volts, this is 0 volts, this is 0 volts. So all these nodes is 0 volts, this is reference node. We need not count this node. So without this node, count the number of nodes available. So this is one node A and this is another node B. So how many nodes are there? 2 nodes. And how many equations we can write? We can write how many equations? Can anybody answer? 2 equations. 2 nodes means 2 equations. So to write these equations, what you have to do? First you have to assume the voltage at each node. Okay, first we have to assume voltage at each node. So I have assumed the voltages V1 and V2 at nodes A and B. At nodes A and B, I have assumed the 2 voltages. So what are the 2 voltages which I have assumed? V1 and V2. Now to write the equation at node A, okay, node A, let us write at node A. So V1 minus 10 divided by R1, okay, plus V1 by R2 and V1 minus V2 divided by R3. Okay, so how many elements are connected to node A? To the node A, R1, R3 and R2 are connected. So that's why I have written 3 elements. How many elements are connected? Those many voltage differences we have to add. Currents we have to add. So is equal to 0. So this is the first equation at node A. Similarly at node B, I have to write the equations, that is V2 minus V1 divided by R3, okay, R3 plus V2 divided by R4 plus V2 divided by R5. This is the equation number 2. This is the equation number 2. So how many equations are there? There are 2 equations. Why you got 2 equations only? Because I have identified 2 nodes. For each node I have to write one equation. So V1 minus 10 by R1 plus V1 by R2 plus V1 minus V2 by R3 is equal to 0. This is the first equation. And V2 minus V1 by R3 plus V2 by R2 and V2 by R5. Because for the node B, how many elements are connected? R3, R5 and R4. So R3, R5 and R4. So this is R3 and V2 by R4. This is R4 and this is R5. This is R5. So there are 2 equations. And suppose V is 10 volts. V is 10 volts. Let R1 is how much? R1 is how much? So the first equation will become, so V1 minus 10 by what is R1? 1 ohm, 1 plus what is R2? V1 by 2 ohms plus what is R3? V1 minus V2 divided by what is R3? R3 is again 1 ohm is equal to 0. Okay, the first equation becomes like this, and second equation will become V2 minus V1 by 1. Okay, R3 is 1. What is R4? V2 by R4 is 2. Okay, plus V2 by R5 is 1 is equal to 0. This is the second equation. So first equation and second equation. So V1 minus 10. Do you send this negative terms to that side? So V1 plus V1 by 2. I am just solving these equations, and V1 minus V2 is equal to 10. So V1 plus V1, 2V1 plus half V1. How much? V1 plus 2.5 V1, 2.5 V1 minus V2 is equal to 10. This is the first equation. Second equation, if you solve, what will happen? V2 minus V1 plus V2 by 2 plus V2 is equal to 0. So V2 plus V2 plus 2V2, that is 0.5 V2, sorry, 2.5 V2 minus V1 is equal to 0. So this is second equation. So how many equations are there? 2 equations. And how many unknowns are there? 2 unknowns. So solve for these two and tell me the answer. What is V1 and V2? Is 3 point. 3 point how much? 25.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So after getting V1 and V2, okay, after getting V1 and V2, that means we got the voltage V1, we got the voltage at B. So can you write what is the current in this R1? Can you write the current in this R1? Simply current in this R1 is equal to voltage difference, that is 10 minus what is V1? What is V1? 3.25. Okay, so 10 minus 3.25 divided by 1 is the current in this R1 resistance. So if you want to find the current in this R1 resistance, so already you know V1, right? If you know V1, then the potential difference between the element. What is the potential difference between the element R1? 10 minus V1. 10 minus V1 by R1. Similarly, if I want to find the current in this R2, can anyone tell me what is the current in this R2? Current in this IR2 value. IR2 is equal to, can anyone tell from the class? From the class, can anyone tell me the answer? Can anyone tell the answer? So let me write. So IR2 is potential difference between the R2 and the resistance value. So the resistance value is, okay. So the resistance potential difference is V1 minus 0 divided by R2. Okay. So what is V1? 3.25 minus 0 divided by 2. This is the current in the IR2. So what is IR3? IR3 is equal to V1. What is the potential difference? V1 minus V2 divided by R3. Okay, what is V1? 3.25 minus of minus 1.9 divided by what is R3? 1. Okay, similarly, the current in R4 is equal to V2 divided by V2 minus 0 divided by 2, because R4 is 2 ohms. Similarly, the current in I5 current in R5 is equal to V2 minus 0, V2 minus 0 divided by 1. Okay, so you'll get minus 1.9 by 2 minus 1.9. Okay, here you are going to get some value. Tell me the answer, and here the answer. So this is how you are going to use the nodal analysis to find the current in each and every element. So don't worry, this is small practice like class which I have given you just to make you aware of how nodal analysis will be there. So in the next class, okay, I will give the step-by-step procedure. Okay, I'll give the step-by-step procedure and how to write the equations. Once again, we will do the nodal analysis and then go for the mesh analysis. Okay, so in the next class, what we are going to do, we are going to practice this nodal analysis once again. Okay, because nodal analysis is very important, and after the practicing nodal analysis, we are going to go for next is mesh analysis. So these are the two analyses, okay, which uses KCL and Ohm's law by nodal analysis and KVL and Ohm's law by mesh analysis. In mesh analysis, what are the laws you are going to use? KVL and Ohm's law. In nodal analysis, we are using KCL and Ohm's law. That's why in nodal analysis we have provision to find the currents in each and every elements. Okay, and in mesh analysis we are going to use KVL and Ohm's law. That's why you will have a provision to find the voltages across each and every element. Anyhow, this is the small example which I have given to you. Okay, so in the next class we are going to do some more problems, and we are going to get familiarized with nodal and mesh analysis. Okay, right? Is there any doubt from your class?